Ever feel like your salsa figures just aren't landing the way you expected? With one partner it goes awesome, and then with another it's a total struggle? The secret to making every partner feel amazing is adaptability, dancing like a chameleon. So today, I want to talk about how to adapt your figures, your moves, from simple to spicy so you can blow their mind every time. Most salsa leads make one of these mistakes. They lead the same way with every follower and then wonder why it feels off. They force figures instead of adapting, making the dance feel awkward or rough. They overwhelm beginners and bore advanced dancers because they're not adjusting to partner's comfort zone, style, and energy. But top social dancers, the ones that followers love dancing with, do something differently. They adapt in real time and dance like a chameleon. Chameleon leaders are constantly adjusting based on three things: the partner's level, beginner, intermediate, advanced, or somewhere in between, the music, and their environment, the space, what's happening around them. The best part? You don't need to learn hundreds of new moves. You just adapt the figures you already have. So before I go into my demo, here's the step-by-step on how to adapt your figures and lead like a chameleon. Step 1, you want to get a sense of your partner in the first part of the song. Do some test moves, cross body, simple turns. Do the arms feel heavy? How are they stepping? Do they have their balance? You're going to adjust based on that. So the next step is then to adjust your figures based on their level, the music, which part of the song are you in, and then also the environment, the space. It's really crowded. There's certain things that are very hard to do as opposed to when you have space. So you want to make sure you're adjusting. Number 3, you're going to get feedback in real time. There's always this feedback loop happening. As a lead, you're giving a sign, you're trying something, you see if the follower can do it, and then you learn something about them, you try something new, you learn again. You constantly have this feedback loop, and then you need to adjust based on the information you're getting. If the follow is struggling, having a hard time, you want to dial things back. If the follow is having a great time, you're having fun and everything's working, turn it up a little bit. And let's get into the example for today. I have my friend Kate here to help, and I'm in bare feet because I've got some stitches, and so if I put socks and shoes on, it just keeps taking the bandage off, so it's no good. So when I start a dance, I'm just gonna dance on 1, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take the first few seconds or minute to see how my partner feels. Are her arms light? Does she have her balance? If I do a turn, is she falling over? These are quick little things that I can check to get a sense of her level. Now let's say that I'm dancing with a beginner. Kate doesn't have great balance, or her arms are really heavy. Pretty much all I'm gonna do is simple stuff. So I have a move in mind. What I'm gonna do is adapt it to my partner. So I'm gonna work up from beginner, intermediate to advanced. So when we get to the advanced level, you're gonna see the whole thing. But before that, I'm just gonna do little parts of it because I'm adjusting what I'd typically like to do with an advanced person, but for someone with less ability. So I'd start with a right turn and see how it feels. It feels good. So if I'm with a beginner, I'm gonna give the difficulty to myself, assuming that I have a higher level of skill than my partner. 1, 2, 3, here we go. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, this is for me. Nothing changed for her. I'm just giving myself more things to do. And now I'm going to add another level of difficulty for me and give myself a turn. So here we go. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, I wouldn't do this with a beginner who had terrible balance, because if I go like this and then I push her arm and I have no control of her body, she might fall into someone. Believe it or not, that can happen. So if you're a beginner or is very beginner, make sure you have a hand on the body and make sure they don't fall over. Okay? So Kate is the beginner. We succeeded with that little pattern that I wanted to do. Now I'm going to the next level. So I had one thing that I can do with a beginner. I have another thing that's a little bit harder than I would do with an intermediate. So for example, I wouldn't really do hand flicks with beginners. They tend to get confused. So I could try a hand flick when we're dancing and see how it goes. Oh, successful, she knew where to put it. Okay, I know I can do hand flicks. So for example, the next part of the sequence I had in mind was something like this. Hand flick with the turn. Okay, that worked. Let's make it harder. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. No problem. Okay, so now I'm going to combine what I did for the beginner and the intermediate together. Okay, so it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, left turn. 5, 6, flick. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Great. So that's what I can do with an intermediate because I'm giving her a little bit of difficulty and also myself. Now, if she's advanced, which what I would explain as advanced is someone who can do non-standard things. So for example, This is a standard right turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. She's starting the turn on 5, 6. Now you can actually do turns on most any count. So for example, a beginner would not be able to do this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and turn on 1, and then go back into their basic on 5. Beginners can't do that. Intermediates would probably be confused. So if I did this with an advanced person and I realized that they could do things like this, then I could add an extra turn at the end of the combination. Let me do it one more time just so you can see it. This is a turn on 1. You could call it like a late right turn if you want. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, hands up on 7. 1, 2, 3, and you finish with the back part of your basic. Now I'm going to do the whole thing together, and I'm going to add that turn at the very end because kate is advanced. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, left turn. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more time. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, behind the head. Catch the hand as it goes around. One more turn. 5, 6, 7. So there you go. There's a quick idea of how you can adjust the idea that you have in your head. Maybe you got a sequence from class. Maybe you have a favorite move that you've made up on your own, but you can adjust it based on their level and make sure you're adapting like a chameleon. And for all the moves you know, you want to start creating your go-to variations that you can use for different partners at different skill levels. So for example, you have a right turn that you could do with a beginner, a version for an intermediate, and then a fancier version for an advanced dancer. And then go to the social and see if that works for each skill level. When you start leading like a chameleon, more of your dances are going to start to feel like magic because your partners are comfortable and they're feeling challenged at their level. So try this out at your next social. Let me know how it goes in the comments. And if you're struggling with how to adapt a move, let me know and maybe I can make a video on it. If you're looking for more ways to level up your salsa, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, like the video, or go online to thedancedojo.com where you have all of our online courses. We have a salsa program that covers everything you need to know about social dancing at every level, on 1 and on 2. We also have a bachata program that covers different styles of bachata, and we have a salsa lady styling program that covers lady styling, not just for solos, but for partner dancing. All the most common social dance moves on 1 and on 2, various options for styling for all of them. It is a must-have. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.